Welcome for you all at the beginning of this course, wishing you happy time. I am Dr. Naji, who will teach you classroom management. I have worked for more than 30 years as teacher, head teacher, and school supervisor. Through these years, I have noticed that the classroom management didn't have sufficient attention for many teachers. So, I decided to write these pages to be able to light on the thoughts inside. To understand what we are going to learn, look at the whiteboard. This is a plan for the title of our lesson this course. Classroom management. Let us divide the title for two concepts, classroom and management. The first concept, classroom. The classroom means educational environment, which contains teacher, student, and school structure. About the teacher, we are going to know something about his appearance and to know something about the teacher as a facilitator and guide and a planner. Meanwhile, about the students, we are going to know something about their psychology and social. But about the school structure, we are going to know things about the classroom, facilities, yards, and garden. About the classroom, we know something about seats, lighting in the classroom, ventilation, boards, and cleanliness. Meanwhile, about the facilities, we are going to know something about laboratories, toilets, workshops, libraries, and food courts. And discuss something about yards and gardens. Now, we are going to know something about the teacher, but with explanation. Teacher's features. Before speaking about the teacher, let us know something about the second concept, the management. Teacher is a manager or a management in his classroom. He is going to be a planner, organizer, director, and controller with interaction between these concepts. After that, let us light on teacher to know something about him. About teacher's features are playing an important role, may exceed students' features. The learning efficiency is significantly affected by the teacher information, extent of his mastery of the course he is teaching, his mental, physical, and emotional features, in addition to the extent of the position for essential educational competences, his educational and behavior level, his awareness of the educational situation, and having the physical health. About the interaction between teacher and the student during teaching and learning process, students and teachers are interactive with each other in many ways in order to have effective learning. At this situation, the teachers affected at their students positively during their effectiveness, which leads to desirable. In order to enable the teacher to perform his main roles as organizer for education and facilitator, he should have number of educational competences. The efficient teacher has all requirements to do his work as teacher, and it is: first, the competences of lesson planning. The teacher is a planner, as we said at the beginning of this lesson. Identify the students' needs in light of their growing features. As the ability of the teacher to know something about his students' psychology and physiology, he should be able to identify these needs as it appear in the curriculum. 2. Classifying the students' needs based on priority through available capabilities. These needs should be classified as the priority depending on the abilities of the teacher, student, and the school. 3. Identifying the educational goals for certain topic or material in light the general goals for teaching that course for elementary or upper stages, as it is taken from the Ministry of Education or the Department of Education, which is taken originally from the social history and philosophy of the society. 4. Formulating the educational behavioral goals to knowledge, emotional, and psycho-movement as Bloom classified. Identifying the proper procedures to achieve goals. Teacher must be able to identify the procedures which are suitable to achieve goals, with contents, the methods, strategies, activities, and the ways for learning. 6. Choosing suitable activities for student ability. The teacher should be able to choose the activities which are suitable for the ages of the students and their physical and mental abilities. 7. Preparing annual plan to organize the course content. The annual plan have a private design, contains topic, title, main goals, activities, time, financial abilities, which we can call it budget, assessment, and feedback. In the second lesson, I'll draw a plan for the annual and the daily plan. After preparing the annual plan, the teacher is going to prepare the daily plan complete with annual one. From the annual plan, the teacher takes his daily plan. In the daily plan, the teacher should do the following: writes day and date, subject, title, period, class, class in the upper part of the paper. Then he writes specific goals which are taken from the annual plan, which he able to achieve through the lessons period. Every goal should have activities suitable to achieve it. Then he should identify the methods, educational aids, and techniques. Then he is going to identifying assessment methods and the proper tools to measure the extent of achieving goals. Why the teacher must assist his work after every lesson? To know what he have learned and to know what the pupils learned, the teacher must assist what he have done. The assessment may be written, may be oral. In the oral assessment, the teacher asks pupils fixed questions depending on the goals he have written at the beginning of the period. In the written assessment, he asks them to write or to speak about point or to draw a map or a concept plan in order to know or to see if his pupils have understand the material or didn't understand, may ask them to qualify any problem through the lesson. The field lesson executing competences. Providing the course clearly and logically. Using proper teaching methods complete with educational situation. He must focus on knowledge and main concepts as he base of course content. The teacher must move through executing lesson activities between pupils effectively. Why do the teacher must move between his pupils through the lesson? This movement let the pupils always with the teacher. They are following him to know what he is going to say or to interact with him by body language, and in order to organize his students if some of them didn't write what he was saying or didn't do what he asked him to do, and to follow them all over the period. The teacher also must organize the time to fit with the teaching learning activities. For example, when he write the lesson plan, he gave fixed time to every activity. For example, when he writes the goals, he gives every goal fixed time. For example, the first goal needs 5 minutes to be understood by the pupils. The second goal needs 10 minutes to be understood by the pupils, depending on the material and how the goal is strong or long or needing long explanation to understand the specific things inside the goal. After fixing the time, he is caring of individual differences between the students in light of their abilities and needs. Thank you, and we will continue with you in the next lesson.